Hi, friends. Everyone, you're welcome. We are absolutely pumped to onboard you for the summer boot camp. We hope these next few weeks inspire you to find the coding genius in you. We want you to have fun, but be prepared to put in your best efforts. Bravo, friends. I am Mercy, and my job here at Hamoye is to ensure that you have a rewarding bootcamp experience here. We have a lot to cover today, but well, let's dive in right away. But please, everyone, pay close attention to this presentation to help you seamlessly navigate the Hamoye platform, your courses, quizzes, labs, and your group projects. I will now hand over the onboarding
Sorry, I
tour to
can't
my
hear
colleague.
you. I can't hear you. Sorry, I can't hear you.
Over to you, Christian.
Hi, Mercy. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Good evening, good morning, wherever you're joining. Please confirm you can hear me clearly.
I can hear you clearly,
hear?
Christian. You
Okay.
can, yes, I can hear you clearly.
All right. Okay, cool. My name is Ajulo Christian. I'm a programs manager at Hamoye. Welcome to this onboarding session. So without wasting much of our time, I'll just dive right into what we have for today. So I start by sharing my screen. All right. Okay, I hope everyone can see my screen now.
Yes, we can see your screen, Christian.
Okay, cool. All right, moving on. So these are the type of contents we have for today. Then Hamoye, the word Hamoye is derived from a Yoruba word pronounced as Amoye, which means the wise one. And a tech startup empowering college students and young professionals in their tech career is our primary focus. However, we are excited to extend our mission to include early starter high schoolers who are eager to learn and just maybe consider going into data science or other tech-related careers. Hamoye owes its functionality to our dedicated team of data scientists, data engineers, and program managers. As a student with us, you can count on their unwavering support and guidance throughout your journey. Having established what Hamoye is and introducing the Hamoye team, let's move on to what the summer bootcamp is all about. So our mission, the Hamoye Python bootcamp, is an incredible opportunity for you to develop exceptional problem solving skills in a unique way and exciting way with hands-on training and real-world projects. You gain practical experience in Python programming, plus you have the chance to collaborate with Hamoye professionals who would guide and support you throughout the program. So how it works at Hamoye, it's all about deep learning and applying that knowledge in real life situations. So not just any certificates. To successfully complete the bootcamp, you need to finish 2 courses. That's the main course and also the specialist course. That's a different track. Then achieving a minimum score of 60% in each course is a must. And remember, quizzes can only be taken once within a time 30 minutes window. So throughout the 5 weeks, you have 5 labs in the main course, and also 1 lab in specialist courses. So detailed instructions will guide you through completing these labs, which you save on your Google Drive and share the link. Then now to the most exciting part, there is also the Kauna projects. You and your fellow boot campers will work on projects that will leave you with fond memories and a sense of pride. So wondering about your daily schedule, for an hour each day, Monday to Friday, that's weekly, that's daily and weekly, you will have morning and evening sessions. And you prepare well for the morning sessions by going through related content beforehand. This would invite you to your courses beforehand, definitely. Then the labeled materials will help you know what to expect and how to make the most of the sessions. In the evenings, you bring to life what you've learned in the morning sessions. So practicing coding before the evening sessions will make it even more engaging and understandable. So the internship structure altogether, we need your full dedication over the next 5 weeks. We just passed the first week, which was the onboarding week. So from week 1 to 3 will be introduction to Python course, that's the main course. Week 4 will be your specialist course. Week 5 will be the Kauna project. Then in week 2, we'll send you a form to choose your preferred track, as the data science track or the game development track or the web development track. So keep an eye out for our communication and stay tuned. All 3 tracks will complete the introduction to Python course we mentioned above. So the main course will be the introduction to Python course. Then after which you're done with that, you'll be invited to your separate track that you decide to select. So the 3 tracks, we have the data science track, the game development track, like I explained, and the web development track. So in week 4, the data science track will complete introduction to data science with Python. The game development track will be immersed in the game development with Pygame. That's the library we'll be working with, game development with Pygame. And the game, and finally, the web development track, we embark on some creativity with web development course. That's where you have your HTML, CSS, and Flask framework. Then the timeline, the Python Bootcamp course is a training journey with a comprehensive timeline, as well known, starting from the application process and stretching all the way to the Kauna projects, the lessons, quizzes, and labs. So as of now, we're wrapping up the onboarding phase, which is this week, which has included important steps like the enrollment, the onboarding procedures, your profile updates, and also joining the WhatsApp community. So week 1 is just around the corner, which is on Monday next week, and we'll kick off the learning adventure by next week. So what is expected from you? What is expected of any students who will excel in the bootcamp is just to accept your course invitation, complete all lessons and quizzes, attend all online practice and coding sessions, participate in the Kahuna project, collaborate actively with the members of your project group, score a minimum cumulative average of 60%. That's cumulative average of 60%, not just 60% in a quiz for different in a particular lesson, but combination of the main course and also your specified track course. Explain this here. Then these are the tools you utilize for your several courses. We have the Python, we make use of Python, the Jupyter notebook, also the Google Colab notebook, and also the Pygame, CSS, that's for web development, that's cascading style sheets, HTML, Flask, scikit-learn libraries, etc. So these are the main libraries you'll be working with in the course of your program. So all this comprises of the different track. Then also the communication tools we'll be using will be Zoom, as we are on now, YouTube for those on YouTube, WhatsApp, which is the main place for partners information, then Gmail, and also the Hamoye web app. So these are also of equal importance on this journey. So with that, I've given a quick breakdown of what you expect in this journey. But before we go to questions, I know you might have questions. I will now invite my colleague Mercy, who will show you how to navigate the Hamoye platform. So I know some person might have questions now that they don't have to navigate the platform, but not to worry, we'll give you a brief overview of how you can navigate it. So Mercy, over to you.
All right, thank you so much, Christian.
Let me stop sharing.
Yeah, I have to stop sharing. Okay. All right, welcome back, everyone, once again. I have some infographic here to show you. I have some things to teach you on how to accept your course, how to accept invitations to your course. So here, as everybody can see, here is my user interface for the Hamoye app. So you know how to log in. If you got your ID, you're in this bootcamp, that means that you did something right by getting your Hamoye user ID. Without that, you would not be in this bootcamp in the first place. So this is my name. My name is Mercy, and the next thing I'll do, because normally this is the user interface that greets you once you come into the once you click on the Hamoye app, then you click on ticket management. All these things were explained in the email, but just to practicalize it for you so that you can see. And here we have the student invitation for the first course that we are going to invite you to. So this is Introduction to Python for High School, Summer 23. Now, this is the demo that we are going to show you here now. I'm going to accept this. So you're not supposed to go to the course because we already told you the title of the course, Introduction to Python for High School. Then you go and type it here in this box and then search for it and then click enroll. If you do that, you automatically forfeit your bootcamping experience with Hamoye. So we click accept here. And here it says, are you sure you want to accept this invitation? I click yes. And that is because it says role granted. The role granted is that of a student. I'm now a student in a study group to do this particular course, Introduction to Python for high school. All right, so now the next thing I do is that I go to my courses. I click on my courses. Now, this step, you're supposed to do it regardless of the fact that maybe you saw that your role was granted or whether it puts up an error. You're supposed to go here and check. This is the course we are talking about here, but just go to ongoing courses and click on it, which is what I'm already here on. And you can see that the course is here. In case you don't see the course here, you can just go to your, what do we call it now? This web browser bar and click on reload this page. It will reload the page and then you will see the course that you are looking for, which is Introduction to Python for High School, because sometimes network might be bad. The network you're using to browse, it might be very low bandwidth, it might be very bad. So you can see here that I'm already enrolled. Can we all see this? I'm already enrolled here. And these are the study groups. This is the study group for I'm already linked to a particular study group. And this is the lesson. Just scroll down. Once you click on the course, just scroll down. This is the lesson that is in this demo course here. So for me to be able to access all of these resources, I can just come here, click here, open this resource, read it. I can come here, I'll close it like this as well. I'll close this. And then I can also come down again to this other second resource and click here, and access the course. But the problem will now arrive when I want to do the quiz. I would want to come here and click here as well so that I hope everybody can see my cursor. Can everybody see my cursor? I need a response. Can everybody see my cursor, the way it's moving? So I need to know if people are following.
Yes, yes, we can. Yes, we can.
All right. Okay, so I can just come to what is Python, click, and I will see that it's not clicking. The next thing I do is to start messaging help at Hamoye that, oh, your quiz button is not working. I can't do my quiz because you're doing it the wrong way. So the first thing, you know, you came to my courses, you came to ongoing, you saw this. The next thing you're supposed to do is to go to whatever lesson you want to do, which is under lesson. Okay, so the lesson 1 is the first lesson. Under lesson 1 is lesson 1 topic, what is Python? I click on what is Python. So the essence of this is to show you that you can access the resources without clicking on the lesson topic. But the best way to access all of your resources and the quizzes under the resources is to click on the lesson topic. Do you understand what I just said? I hope that is simple enough. All right, so we can see what is Python here. You can see the duration of your course. This is the description of the course here, right under the duration. And then we have resources, which you can now access at the very best way. Can you see that I didn't have to go up here to close it this time around? There's a close button down here. So I can read all of these. These are the resources. This is the first resource for the first day of the week. And then this is the second resource for the second day of the week. All right, so I'm done with all of these. I want to take my quiz. I go here, I click on this place, take this quiz. We can see the difference now that the other time I could not click on anywhere to access the quiz, but now there is a button to take the quiz. I'll click on that to take the quiz. Now I'm here. The duration is 5 minutes. I have 3 questions and my attempts are 1. Now, this is very important. Make sure that you see all of this. This is highlighted for every of the quizzes or quiz that you're going to take for all of the courses you're going to take. You can only do a quiz once. You can attempt your quiz only once. There is no retake option, which is why you have to make sure that you have a very well-charged gadgets. Whatever gadget it is you're using to take your quiz must be well charged. If it goes off midway while you are attempting your quiz, you might score 0 and there will be no retake option for you. There will be no option for you to redo it. There is nothing we can do to help you to retake that quiz. That's the first thing you must know. The second thing you must know is that you must go to a place that has a very good internet connection. You have to get to a place that the internet bandwidth is very good. Else, you're going to have a lot of issues attempting your quiz. And the third thing about taking the quiz is that you have to make sure that your quiz progress is saved as you move on. Now, this has just 3 questions. I can do this in under a minute if I know all of my answers. And I'll just click the correct answers. Oh, this is the answer to this. I click, and I save, no problem. But in a situation where you might have to think a little bit before clicking on your responses, on your answers, your quiz answers, then it's advisable that you save as you go. So I'm going to exemplify that to you. It says, can you see here? It says, you want to start now? Yes, I want to start now. Please ensure your internet connectivity will be uninterrupted. That is, ensure that you have good internet bandwidth before you begin. Your quiz will automatically submit 5 minutes after you start. There's only 1 attempt allowed. And there's also one thing I want to say about this. Your 5 minutes is 5 minutes. There is no pause. You can't pause your quiz. It cannot be paused. And once 5 minutes is over, that is the end of it. All right, so I'm going to start. What do we call a name given to a value in Python? I'm going to go for this option C here. All right, so let's say that this is the 5th question I've answered, and I want to save my progress. So see the button down here, save progress. Can you see? Save progress. So I'm saving my progress as I go. Can you see quiz answers successfully saved? I've only answered 1 question, but I've successfully saved quiz answer. Now, there are also instances where the time that is counting, the quiz time that is, the quiz time is counting down. Can you see? This is 2:23. My stop time is 2:23 p.m. and the time is counting down. But I can see maybe the screen is frozen and I don't know what time it is or whether my quiz is counting down or not or whatsoever. So I can just come here, refresh. It's not going to stop my quiz. It's just going to make me see that, okay, what I'm doing is still ongoing and I can see that the time is counting down. So I'm just going to go ahead and connect. Don't be afraid to refresh your quiz page. So can you see that my answer is still there? All right, I'm still going to, what's the purpose of using indentation in Python code? I'm picking a C. I'm just going to finish the quiz this time around. For this, which of the following statements about Python is true? I'll just pick an A. I'm just picking random answers. I'm completing my quiz. The answers for this will be submitted. You need to double check everything. Yes, send my answers. Cancel if you're not so sure of the things that you choose. And that is how to take a quiz in the all right, this score is very bad, but you get the point. So that's how to take a quiz on the Hamoye platform. Make sure that you follow these steps in taking your course and in also taking your quiz. Thank you very much. We are going to take questions now, both on the slides that was taken by my colleague Christian and on the infographic that was just showing you about how to take your course on the platform and how to take your quiz. We would like to take questions on YouTube. If you're watching via YouTube, you can ask your questions. And if you're on Zoom, you can just type your question in the chat box. We are going to get to you. Over to you, Christian, for the questions.
Okay, thank you very much, Mercy, for that wonderful presentation. Okay, for the questions now on Zoom. Okay, someone is asking, please, can you recap that area of the quiz? Okay, like she said, you can only attempt the quiz once. So she has already done a demo on it. She can't redo it. So let me just give a breakdown. Let me just give a breakdown on what she meant about the area of the quiz. For you to access your quiz, click the link on the lesson topic, and it will take you to the quiz. The area of the quiz you're looking for, information will be there for you that you're supposed to attempt the quiz once, and also make sure your network connection is correct. So whatever you are doing, a pop-up direction will always come up. That's how you see it. And the timer counts down. Then the part she explained about you saving your quiz. Saving your quiz doesn't mean that your quiz would stop. That's to pause your quiz. No. Saving the quiz only save your questions you've already taken. It doesn't pause your time. So I hope I've actually answered that particular questions on the area of the quiz. And that question was asked by Mohammed. If I have, just drop it in the chat.
All right.
Okay.
I want to add something to that. All right. For the benefit of those that are asking again, I think that I should still maybe try to share the screen again. So what we are saying about the quiz is that you should make sure that you save your progress as you go. Also, make sure that you only attempt your quiz once. Now, this is a quiz I've taken. I can't go back to say I want to take the quiz. The quiz has already been taken. I think that I should show you what that means. What is Python quiz? I've already taken the quiz. Look at it. Can you see that the button no longer works? Because I can only attempt graded quiz only once. It's written right beside it here. So here where I just highlighted, it's written there. So we need to stress this part. You need to hear this clearly, hear this once, hear this twice and thrice. The way we are saying it, you need to hear it. That you can only attempt this quiz once. So make sure that even when you want to attempt your practice quiz as well, only after the online session has been done for the morning and the evening session, should you try to attempt any quiz whatsoever. Do not attempt quiz when you have not had any session. Don't attempt any quiz. So attempt the quizzes only when you can. Is that good? Hope we are all clear on that. The quiz, I don't think there should be any questions on the quiz anymore. Thank you very much. Christian, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Mercy. There's another question. It said, can the recording of the meeting be sent to us If you're asking about this session, you can always go to our YouTube channel at Hamoye HQ. The YouTube session is already there. It's recorded live. You can always go to our Hamoye YouTube channel. You see this recording there live. You can always access it. Okay. Someone is asking, okay, those asking questions about invitations. Invitations to the courses, to the course has not been sent yet. When we send it, you always get a notification by email and also in the WhatsApp channel. Invitations have not been sent yet. The email you must have received yesterday was like an infographic telling you how you'd accept the course in your ticket management. So anybody asking about those, invitations have not been sent out yet. When the invitation will be sent out, would notify you about that. So I hope I've clarified more on that. And also to add to what she said about the quiz, what she meant about not taking it after you've not had the session, it means that don't try to attend the quiz when you are not sure you've gone through the materials properly. You have to go through the materials well and have a good understanding before you know you can attempt the quiz, because you cannot have a second do it just once. You can attempt the quiz just once. And also the invitation tickets will be sent. When it is sent out, you get a notification. And the course will start on Monday, 12:01 a.m. UTC. So we'll send invitations to you before Monday. So you might get it on Sunday, that is tomorrow, but you have access to the course by Monday, 12:01 a.m. UTC. So do your time conversions. That's when you have access to the course. Then we'll send you the invitations by tomorrow on Sunday. Then you have access to the course by Monday, 12:01 a.m. UTC. That's when you have access to the course. Okay, there's another question about, are there daily sessions? Yes, the daily sessions we have is morning sessions and evening sessions. The morning sessions will cover what we have in the lesson. That's after we've invited you to the course, you'll see all the necessary information in the course. The morning sessions will go through what we have in the lesson, that's the contents in the lesson topics. Then the evening sessions will be basically practice coding session for practice coding, or any question you might have, or any issue you might have to unblock it. So each day it is morning sessions and evening sessions. And also it will be on Zoom and recorded on YouTube too. So, but it's necessary, let me point that out now. It is necessary that you attend, because attendance is important, that you attend all sessions, both morning and evening session. It is very important you attend. So about what we mean about week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2, it means that, but I think we've already shared this in your handbook. So another point I should clear before I explain this. The handbook we share to you is very important. Always go through the handbook, and there are necessary information you can get there. And also any other information you need, we always pass it across on the WhatsApp channel. So for those that haven't joined yet, you received the email, your welcome email. Go through, the handbook is also in your welcome email. The link to join the WhatsApp community is in your welcome email. Click on it and join the WhatsApp community. So necessary information will pass on there. So breaking it down for our week 1, we have week 1, day 1, which will be on Monday. We have morning sessions and evening sessions. The morning sessions will cover through the content of the lessons we have. Then we also have the evening sessions for the coding sessions. So that's for week 1, day 1. Then also week 1, day 2, which will be Tuesday, day 3, Wednesday, day 4, Thursday, day 5, Friday. So there are no classes for Saturday and Sunday. So it's only from Monday to Fridays. So to drop a quick correction, probably I might have made a mistake. The sessions on YouTube will not be recorded. It will only be on Zoom. Yeah, for the daily sessions, not this particular onboarding session. You can only go back to the video on our YouTube channel. for this onboarding video. Probably we were too fast, you didn't get everything. So you can always go back to this video on YouTube on our channel. But for the daily lessons, that's the session we have for morning and evening, from Monday to Friday, it will only be live on Zoom. We won't be saving it on YouTube because attendance, it's important that you attend those sessions because it will add up to your grades in the long run. So you have to be there live for the morning and evening sessions. So that will be recorded. It will only be on Zoom. So I hope I've made that clear. Then someone is asking, how do you sign up for the Hamoye platform? If you're asking that now, I guess you're not supposed to be asking this question for now, but go to our YouTube, our social media pages. Okay, let me just break it down. To sign up on the Hamoye platform, basically, go to app.hamoye.com. Go to a place of sign up, follow through with the process. It is easy. Sign up with your email, you'll get an idea and all that. I think the process is quite easy, but we'll be covering that for this session. So for the next question, my friend who have just graduated, can he also do this summer camp? Applications have ended. Applications have closed for this summer bootcamp for Python. It's basically for high schoolers. Also, young university undergraduates, those that are still in university, they can still join. It's still open, but it's basically for high schoolers. That's the aim. But applications are closed for now. Okay, so for the next question, sir, do I need to receive any link before I can join the morning class? Yes, the links will be shared to you on the WhatsApp channel. That's why it's important. The main place for our communication is the WhatsApp community. If you have not joined the WhatsApp community now, it's important that you join the WhatsApp community. If you receive the welcome email, click on the link in the welcome email you received from us. It will lead you straight to the WhatsApp community. If you're having issues joining, send an email to us at help@hamoye.io, including your Hamoye ID and your name. We would unblock it for you and help you to join the community. So I hope I've answered most of the questions. Okay, someone is still asking, you can't see your course on ongoing. Like I said, we haven't sent out invitations to the courses yet. The email you must have received yesterday was just an infographic telling you how to access and accept the invitation. The invitation will be sent by tomorrow and you have access to the course. Even if you click on accepting the course, probably by tomorrow, which is Sunday, you will not have access until 12:01 a.m. UTC. Monday, 12:01 a.m. UTC. That's when you can have access to the course. And it will run for 21 days, this first main course, like I've explained in my slides like I did. So I hope that is clear. Do we have any other question? Okay, there's another question from Abdul. He said, do we receive any certificates after completion of the course? Yes, you will. You will receive a certificate. You receive a certificate after completion of the course. Certificate for this main course, that's Introduction to Python, and also that of your track you selected, which is game development with Pygame, or web development, or data science track. Mind you, you can only select one track. You cannot do 3 of them. So when you can choose a track is after when you're done with the this first main course. So by then you would know the track not to select. So we would pass that information on how you can select a track by then. Then you make your selections and you can only select one track. So there's another question, would there be a peer-to-peer review? Okay, if I understand what you mean by peer-to-peer review, we have daily sessions, morning and evening sessions. By then you can have your questions you might have. You can drop it if you have any issues, any code. So we have more sessions for the content. And before the sessions, you should always go through the content before the session. So it will help you as the instructor will be explaining the concepts and the code. So do where to go through it. Once we invite you to the course, you see most of the information in the course. And also for you to get a certificate, like I already mentioned in my slides, for the two courses, the first main course, which is Introduction to Python for high school, for you to have a certificate for that course, you must have a cumulative grade of 60% or higher. Having a grade of less than 60% or higher, you won't have a certificate for that course. That one is clear. So to receive a certificate, you must have a score of 60% or more for you to get it. So someone is asking, is certificate important? And what's like the adage that says, whatever you're doing is what's doing well. So it is that important that you get the certificate. And also not just because of the certificate, you should be eager and willing to learn. It's not that you just want the certificate. You have to have the learning experience because you'll be taught by seasoned industry experts. It's more or less like a bootcamp, introducing you from like a novice to more or less more than intermediate level. So you just have to have the passion to learn and want to do more and improve your career. So for now, it is important as you are learning, and it's also important to get certificate at the end. So there's no need to trade one for the other. Just try your best and focus on everything, and at the end of the day, you do well. So we still have time for more questions. Still have time for more questions. Okay, someone is asking, is certificate important? Like I said, the knowledge and also the certificates, just combine both together. The knowledge, like I said, knowledge is important. So whatever you are doing, get the knowledge. We're not saying that certificate is paramount, but make sure you get the knowledge, you attend the classes, just try, be passionate about what you're learning. So because what you're doing is what's doing well. So that's what I have to say about that question. Okay, there's another question here from Timmy. Say, what's the time schedule for daily classes? Okay, I'm guessing you haven't checked the schedule we sent in your handbook. So the daily schedule I explained before is from Monday to Fridays. The daily schedule for morning and evening sessions. It's the time and all was already sent to your email, in the welcome email. So if you're asking this, I'm sure probably you've not gone through the email. So whatever email or message or correspondence you receive from us, it is important you go through them thoroughly. This information has already been passed in those emails. The time schedule, there are daily classes, morning and evening. And we already specified the different time zones. So for those in the GMT +1, the morning sessions is 10 a.m. to 11 a.m. So it's basically 1 hour. Sometimes it might be less than 1 hour. Then the 8 p.m. GMT +1, that's WAT, West African time. Then for those in IST, that's the Indian folks, the morning session 10 a.m. would automatically be 2:30 p.m. for you. Then in the evening sessions will be 9:30 p.m. for you. Then those in EST time zones, the morning session will be 6 a.m. Then the evening sessions will be 5 p.m. So, but this information has already been passed in the welcome email. If you receive the welcome email, you should have this information. Go back to the welcome email, read up the message you sent in your email, and also the handbook. The handbook was also attached in the welcome email you received. The welcome email you received, the handbook is also attached there. This information is there. And also, before any session in the WhatsApp community, would always pass all the necessary info you need. So that's why I mentioned it is important you read the handbook sent to you. Whatever email you receive from Hamoye, go through it thoroughly. There are necessary information that are already there. And also, if you've not joined the WhatsApp community yet, the only way you can join is the link was also attached in the welcome email you received. click on it and it will take you directly to the group. If you're having issues, send an email to us at help@hamoye.io with your name and your student ID you use in registering. Then we'll verify and send you the link directly. So this information is already attached in the welcome email you received. The handbook is there in your welcome email. The link to the WhatsApp channel is already there. So, and also to add, it is important before the daily sessions, that's for the morning and evening sessions, it is important that you read up all the daily materials before attending the morning session and evening sessions. So definitely we'll invite you to the course. So like I mentioned before, you have access to the course by Monday morning, 12:01 a.m. So whatever sessions you're having, it is important. In fact, it is necessary, it is mandatory that you read up the material before the sessions so that you have a good understanding as the instructor is giving you the instructions and giving the coding sessions. So it's important to go through the materials before the sessions. The information are already in the course. You would see them in the course. And also in the course, you will see it is already labeled, like, for example, the topics that will be taught for that particular day, like week 1, day 1, you see it there. Make sure you go through it clearly. Then during the sessions, the instructor would give more explanation on it. Then the evening sessions will be the coding session. So whatever sessions you are having, all the information are already in the course. The information are already in the course that you'll be invited to. And as usual, if you still have any issues during any of the sessions, you can ask your question. That's why we have morning and evening sessions for coding and explanation of the course content. So yes, I've explained that. Someone is asking about the Kahuna project. Okay, for the Kahuna project is to be the capstone project, like a project you will work on and present on at the end of the bootcamp. So more on this will be shared to you, more information will share to you when we get to that particular stage. And I've already explained it during my presentation on the slide. You can still go back to this video on YouTube, you see it. But before we get to that stage, we'll also give you more information on it. But just know that you'll be shared in groups with different folks. So you work together in a particular project that will be given to you and you answer. It is not a personal project, it's a group project. It is not a personal project, it's a group project. So more information on this will be passed. Whatever thing you are doing, the necessary information will pass to you by email and also on the WhatsApp community. So, all right. Do we need to write? There's another question. Do we need to write out our names each time we attend classes for attendance purposes or no need? Yeah, like I said, attendance will be taken in each sessions. Would share a form whereby you submit your attendance and fill in your details. So that's not a problem. Okay, would there be any assignments apart from quizzes on Hamoye site? Okay, let me just share my screen about that. To answer that particular question. Okay. Okay, I think this will be best to answer that question. I believe everyone can see my screen now. So about that question about will there be any assignment apart from quizzes? Yes, there will be lab assignments. This is what you have to complete. You complete the quizzes. You see everything on the course. You complete the quizzes and also lab assignments for each lesson. So the total of lab assignments you have for this first main course will be 5 different lab assignments and also 7 quizzes. So once you are invited to the course, you see all the information there, and also daily, we'll also explain more on the WhatsApp community. And also, in all this, both the quizzes, the lab assignments, attendance to the morning and evening sessions, all this add up to your grade, which means that you have to score a minimum cumulative average of 60% or higher to have a final bootcamp certificate. So that's that to answer that particular question. And also to add to the points, this is like more of like a motivation to anyone, would reward the top 3 high schoolers each week who are active on the morning and evening sessions. So we see why we're talking about importance in you attending these morning and evening sessions. Each week we would reward the top 3 high schoolers each week. We'll give you a handsome reward. Don't worry about that, you'll get it. So for you to know what rewards, just be attentive and also attend these classes, morning and evening classes. It will last from Monday to Friday, morning and evening, Monday to Friday. The attendance will be on Zoom. A form will be sent in the class and it will tell you how long it will last so that you fill in your details and pay attention to what the instructor is talking about. So, like I explained, the lab assignments, someone is asking that question. Lab assignments, these are, for example, in the course, in a particular lesson might be on functions in Python. After you've gone through that, the whole course content, lesson content for functions in Python, you would attempt a quiz. And the lab assignments, these are projects like real life projects you work on, a short project. For example, a project on functions in Python that you have to work on and you submit. Then everything will be on all the information will be in the course content. You see the question. So the quiz is different. Quiz is a multiple choice quiz, MCS, multiple choice question quiz, MCQ. That's a quiz. Then the lab assignments, these are projects to test your knowledge of what you've been taught in that particular. It's a personal project. It is different from the Kaona project. This lab assignment, these are personal projects. It is not meant to be done by you and your peer. So the quizzes and the lab assignments, these are personal projects. It's not meant to be done by you and someone, because we highly disregard that. There's no form for that to do cheating or anything with anybody. So any personal projects you're supposed to do it yourself. That's the quizzes and the lab assignments. But the Kaona project will be a group project. So that's the difference. All this, you understand it better as we invite you to the course content. You will see everything in the course content. So you can't copy from your friend in this quiz or assignments. You cannot share the quiz questions or whatever with your friend. And the lab assignments, with my view, there's a way for us to find that. We'll always find that if you do that. And there's huge consequences for that. So someone is asking, are we to attend both sessions or pick one? Like I said, it is important and necessary and mandatory to attend both sessions. Morning sessions will cover the contents, the concepts taught in the lesson, explaining more, including the code, while the evening sessions is an extension of the morning session. So meaning whatever that was covered in the morning session in terms of the code, the concept, the terminologies, like what are functions, loops, objects, the evening session will focus more on the coding aspects, like doing a short project on it and all. So it is important that you attend both. Both of them will cement together. So it's important to attend both of them. So another question. Someone is asking if we should increase the ratio to top 5. So that's why it should be more competitive. At Hamoye, Hamoye is very competitive. So top 3 is the prize, not top 5. Top 3. So it's important you attend it and we'll get to know those that each week that are attentive to it. So, okay, someone is still asking this question on ticket management. I've explained it a million times over. We have not sent out invitation to any course yet. If you've been listening to all we've been explaining now, I said the invitation to the course, whenever we're inviting you, you would see the email, you get the notification. The email you received yesterday was just an infographic telling you how you are supposed to accept the course invitation. So as I mentioned, the course, you'll be invited to the course tomorrow. Whenever you get it, accept it, but you will not have access to the course content Monday morning, 12:01 a.m. UTC. That is the time zone. 12:01 a.m. UTC. You can do your conversion wherever time zone you have access to the course. And by that time, before the morning sessions at 10 a.m., you should do where to go over the course's content before each session. So as we invite you to the course and you have access to the course content, you will see most of the information there, what you have for week 1, day 1, week 1, day 2, what will be covered for week 2, day 3. It's also, the information is also placed in your handbook that will share to you in the welcome email. Also, before the session in the WhatsApp community would also inform you of what will be covered for that particular day. So any information, you'll be seriously bamboozled by information. Information will be everywhere for you. So, and if you are still confused, it's still good to ask your question. So, okay, I like this question. I have Python, but it is, I do Python 3.1. Python 3.1 version, it's not bad, it's good. You have Python already installed, so whatever version, like we told you, the requirements you should have in your email. If you read that welcome email, you'd see all the requirements there. Since you already have Python 3.1 version, is good. And there are also other IDE you will use. During the course of the morning and evening session, we'll tell you how to install those. Like we said, Jupyter Notebook, or Google Colab or Visual Studio Code. So by now, if you can do all the installations. We don't need you to use everything. So like I said, or Jupyter Notebook or Google Colab or Visual Studio Code, whichever one works best for you. So if you haven't installed it yet and you have issues, no problem. During the course of the morning and evening sessions, we'll explain it, especially the first day, which is tomorrow. Okay. Someone is asking a question. I have summer classes in the morning, so I want to ask, will the morning session be a live class or we will only have access to the materials on the app? Like I explained, it's a live class on Zoom for morning and evening sessions, 10 a.m., evening sessions, 5 p.m., GMT +1. So you can do your conversions, whatever location you have. You are 10 a.m. GMT +1. This information has already been sent to you in the welcome email. Whatever location you are, you don't miss the class. So it will be live. It's a live session, both morning and evening, live on Zoom. But it will be recorded on YouTube. So that's why it's mandatory you be there live. You have access to the course materials on the app, so that you go through it before each particular class. So each morning and evening class will be live sessions, 1 hour max. Sometimes it might go higher, sometimes it might be less. So don't have to bore you. So to be interesting sessions. So you have access to the materials on the app. Mind you, this first course will last for 3 weeks, which is 21 days. You see all the information on the course content. So as we send invitations to you, go through them thoroughly. You see every necessary information you want. And if you are still confused, that's why we have the WhatsApp community. You can always drop your questions there and we'll be happy to assist. So I think I have to take one final question before I go. Okay. Okay, there's no other question, but to reiterate again, we will send you invitation to the course as from tomorrow. You have access to it from on Monday, 12:01 a.m. UTC. So do your conversion with whatever time zone you are before you can access that course. So even if we send it to you tomorrow and you accept it, you will not have access to it. You will only be seeing it because the links will not be active until Monday morning, 12:01 a.m. UTC. That's early hours of the morning, that's in the night, whatever we want to call it. Then another important thing, go through the course content for that will be shared for that particular day before the morning and evening sessions. It's important. Even if it's not necessary you finish it, just try and go through it. But don't rush it, go through it so you see everything. Once you don't understand sessions on Zoom, the links to these meetings will be shared to you and communicated to you basically on the WhatsApp community. So it's important you join the WhatsApp community. Very, very, very important. So with that said, I guess I've shared some important information. If you still have any question, you can always send an email to us at help@hamoye.io. And also in the WhatsApp community, you can always drop your questions there. All right. Okay. Without any other question, I guess we'll wrap it up for now. So to conclude, drawing from all that has been iterated in this onboarding session, it can be concluded that if a student will make the most of the next 5 weeks by covering the lessons, attending all online practice coding sessions, and being actively involved in the Kaona project, information will be passed on about that in the coming days. Such a student will be certified to have successfully completed the bootcamp, so which will be well worth the 5 weeks then. So it will be well worth that as you pass through the 5 weeks learning, it's good that you perform well, be attentive in classes. Even it's not necessary that you go through just the course. We're not restricting you. You can also go on Google, ChatGPT, and whatnot. There are lots of resources there to aid you. So we are not restricted to just the course content. If there are some things you don't understand, you can always do your research. It's fine. So that's wonderful that you learn. And also refer to the handbook that was shared with you in the welcome email to some frequently asked questions. They're already there in your handbook. So once you join the WhatsApp group community, you may ask other questions there. So it's important you join the WhatsApp community. That's where the necessary information will be passed on. And finally, you may send an email to help@hamoye.io with your 16-digit Hamoye ID. Whenever you are sending your queries or messages, always include your name and your Hamoye student ID. If not, they will not be attended to. Okay, with that being said, we wish you the best on this journey. Have a lovely day. Bienvenue à bord. Adios, amigos. Bye for now.